Okay, so we're going to start our physical exam. So just like any other species, we always work from the nose all the way down to the tail. And so with birds in particular, these guys love to try to bite us, so I always have somebody else handling. So one of the things that I start with is just feeling over the top of their head and feeling around their eyes, making sure that there's no what we call periorbital swelling. So this instrument is called a slit lamp. And so what this does is it helps me really visualize the front part of the eye really well. So I'm able to see her eyelids, I'm able to see her cornea really well, and just make sure that there's no changes there. She has a little bit of goop, just normal eye discharge that's there. Then look at her other eye, make sure that that looks a-okay, and all of that looks nice and normal. So then we'll use this, and this helps me look at the back of her eye. I know. You're like, that's really bright. I'm gonna just pull down her lower eyelid so I can get a better look. That all looks good. I know. And that eye looks really good. So the next thing that I do too is I still use this bright light, and what I like to do is look in their nares, especially with these guys being a little bit dusty. They can have a little bit of dust in there, so you can see if you look in her nares right there. Oh yeah. She has a little bit of dust in there. That's normal for them. But one of the things too is sometimes they can have really big chunks in there that we may need to clear out, but I think with her, we'll just leave that be. The next part is probably, what we'll do is we'll look at the ears and then we'll look at the mouth. So they're cute little ears back here. If you want to shine a bright light in there so that we can see that. Here, you can use this little lamp. It's easier. Just fire the trigger. So that looks nice and normal. No masses around it. All the feathers look normal around it. No erythema. Nothing like that. So we'll look at the other ear. Whoop. There we go. That looks nice and normal and beautiful. So that's great. So the next part of the exam, you keep holding the slit lamp, you're gonna be my light lady. We're gonna open the mouth. They always hate this, so we use tape strips because I'm not gonna put my fingers in there. And what I do is I just use the tape strips. Usually they start playing with it, trying to bite it. What I can use, she's just like, oh, I know this trick. I'm just gonna spit it out like I did the last time. So I basically just gently pull up on her beak. And I'm not pulling too hard because I just want her to do it herself, really, of just opening her mouth. So what I'm looking at is the back of her mouth and looking at her choana. So that's kind of the communication between her mouth and her nasal passages, making sure that everything looks nice and normal. It's not red. She has little papilla that kind of hang out on there that can get blunted over time or can get blunted because of disease. But those look all nice and normal. Her tongue looks amazing. I can see, make sure there's no masses. She's showing off her tongue right now, and everything in her mouth looks nice and normal. Great job, girlfriend. So, and then I just palpate around their head, making sure I'm not feeling anything abnormal.